Hey, what's up everybody? Ian here and I'm back with another review video, and today I'm so happy because I don't need to go to work, meaning I can spend more time talking to you guys. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about this. This is the ikko High Ear C. It is a 1 dynamic driver plus 4 balanced armature IEM. It is a hybrid. The retail price for this is $79 US. It's available on ikko's website. So if you guys want to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. Now in this video, I'm going to go through the accessories, design, build quality, fit and comfort, for my ears, not your ears, and I'll share with you guys my sound impression, and I'll conclude with my star rating. Now this video will have time chapters, so please feel free to skip to the chapter that you're more interested in. Alright, so let's begin. First, let's talk about the specifications, which is listed at the back of this box here. The impedance is 23 ohms, frequency range is 20 to 40,000 Hertz, and the sensitivity is 108. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about first the cable. I'm not a fan of this cable, right? This cable is a 4-core cable, it's braided, it's terminated with a 3.5 headphone jack, and it's got a Y splitter somewhere here, there you go, and a chin slider. And this cable is thin, it's flimsy, and it's very hard to manage. As you can see, it knots very easily and it's very difficult. I mean, it's quite grippy, it grips onto itself, and then it's in general very hard to manage. Okay, now next let's talk about the ear tips, and I'm very happy with this ear tips. Ear tips are nice and wide. It's got nice inner bore, it's firm. Okay, as you can see, it's firm, and the flange is also nice and firm, so I like the ear tips. Okay, now let's talk about design and build quality. The design of this is actually very typical of an IEM. The faceplate has got this metal faceplate. It's got this raised finish, like it's edged with a laser cut, I think, and the inner shell is made of acrylic, see-through smoked finish, and you can actually see the drivers inside. Let me just remove the ear tips. And the nozzle is brass, is inserted into the acrylic shell itself, and it's got a paper filter. So overall, a very usual IEM shape. And the inner shell here, you can see there's a small little fin. Alright, this is a fin that supports and stabilizes the IEM when it's in your ear. So it's a very nice curve. It's not a very aggressive curve on the inner shell. Okay, now let's talk about the fit and comfort. And these fit me very well. I can wear this the entire day. There's no pain or any fatigue. The ear hooks are not trying to steal the earphones out from my ear, and it does not wobble. Very stable in my ear, and I can wear this the entire day. Very comfortable fit. Okay, alright, so that's for the accessories. Now let's talk about the sound. First, let's talk about drivability, and these are very easy to drive. I listen to this at about 40% volume, sometimes even 30%, and I used it with all my devices, and they push this really well. Now in terms of gear matching, I would recommend gear that is fun, warm, and musical. So things like the Sony DAPs, they are warm, nice, and musical. They fit this very well. And iPods as well. If you have iPods, yeah, they fit this. Dongles would be like the Truth Ear Show. They fit this very well, and the KA13 as well. Yeah, very nice match for this earphone. Now let's talk about tone and timbre. This is actually a very nice IEM in terms of tone and timbre. There are a lot of IEMs out there with this tuning, a very fun V-shaped musical tuning, but very few of them nails the tone and timbre. And the tone and timbre for this is very nice and pleasing. Okay, it's got nice warm texture, very colored as well. The note weight is heavy, is felt, you know, I can feel the deepness of it, and overall a very fun and musical type of tone and timbre, and I like it very much. Now coupling with the technical performance of this IEM, and just to remind you, this is a 1 dynamic driver plus 4 balanced armature IEM. It is a very capable IEM, capable V-shaped musical IEM. Now when you talk about the soundstage is okay, it's an average soundstage. It's not the widest, it's not the narrowest as well, but it's got the width to the side and height as well. Good sound separation. In fact, the imaging is very good as well. With you've got the dynamic driver that handles the low end, and then you have 4 balance armatures that separates out all the sound. So the imaging is actually fantastic on this. The detail retrieval though is not it's not a detailed monster. I can't really pick out much of the nuances because because of the tuning, right? This is a more fun centric type of earphone. This phone is not targeted at those who wants to analyze their music. So yeah, different market. Okay, but resolution is actually fantastic on this. This is a very resolving IEM, and of course for the price of $80, I mean $79, this is well performing above its price point. Okay, so very nice price point for the resolution that it provides. Now let's talk about the sound signature, and I'll post a graph somewhere up here. And as you can see, this is a proper V-shaped tuned IEM with emphasis in the bass region, and also a very forgiving treble. It's a fatigue-free treble. So when I listen to this, genres, they fit this very well, especially female vocals, electric guitars, taps and all that. They sound really nice on this IEM without giving you that harshness and sibilance. Okay, now the sub bass is well above Harman target, as you can see from the graph itself, but it's not up to bass head level type of sub bass. And the sub bass, I want to say, is very textured and very fun to listen to. The color is there, and it's very loud. And in terms of, I am a very fun sub bass, right? So it's very pronounced sub bass. Mid bass is also very thumpy. It definitely bleeds into the mids. In fact, the mids are recessed beyond the Harman target, but I'll talk about that later. But mid bass is very thumpy, very pronounced type of mid bass. It's colored, it's heavy in the note weight as well, and it's very enjoyable, very musical mid bass. I get my head bobbing to my track and my music as well. So very engaging mid bass. Now for the mids are recessed instruments. All the instruments, my pianos, violins and all that, they're all recessed. They are all veiled by the bass. But that's the point of a V-shaped tuned IEM. You just want to have that rhythm. You want to enjoy that rhythm, that beat, and not so much on the mids, right? So the mids are recessed, and you feel that they are laid back. Pianos, they are there. They sound very warm, very textured as well, and very musical as well. Yeah, so yeah, mids are not the star of the show, I would say. Now in terms of vocals, male vocals, they sound great, fantastic on this. They have got good presence, good authority, and overall a very enjoyable listening experience with male vocals and female vocals as well. I enjoyed both. Listening to male and female vocals on this. Female vocals, they got that sparkle there, they've got that energy there at the same time. It's just that they sound laid back and a bit recessed, but overall they are bright. Yeah, very bright. Not very bright, but I mean it's bright in female vocals. So yeah, vocals, they sound pretty good on this. In terms of treble is energetic, is forward, at the same time is a little bit dark. So you can hear, okay, it's not a very energetic to a point whereby the transition from the mids to the treble is not a very harsh one. So you won't get that intensity. It's just nice, right? I would say it's just nice for that transition. It's not to a point whereby you get that harshness and that jolt when it transits from the mids to the treble. And at the same time, it's also bright, right? It's bright, it's present, and it's not fatiguing type of treble. So very, very nicely tuned treble. Many of the V-shaped tuned IEM, they missed out on the treble, and it becomes sibilant. Even though you have a lot of bass, you just want to pump up the bass. When you pump up the bass, the treble pumps up as well, and that's where you get that sibilance and the harshness of that transition to the treble, and you just want to pull that IEM out from your ears. But for this high ear C, you won't get that problem. There's no harshness, there's no sibilance, there's no fatigue when I listen to my tracks. Okay, so very nicely tuned treble, and it also rolls off pretty nicely. It's got good air. At the same time, it rolls off very naturally. Okay, so that's the overall sound signature of this ikko High Ear C, and I would say this is actually very suitable for mainstream music, and for those of you who just want to focus on enjoying your music instead of analyzing your tracks. So I would say, you know, rock, hip hop, mainstream pop songs, EDM sounds great on this. Techno also sounds fantastic on this. But in terms of classical music, orchestras, ensembles, not really. Yeah, but I think this is not targeted at those crowd of people. So anyway, that is really good. I mean, for 79 bucks, this sounds really good, and you know, they are very clear on what they want to target, and they did it well. So for that, I'll give it a star rating of 3.5 stars out of 5 stars. Alright, so that's my star rating for this ikko High Ear C. And that also concludes my overall review for this ikko High Ear C. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.